You remind me of the Babe.
What babe?
Babe with the power.
What power?
Power of voodoo.
Who do?
You do.
Do what?
Remind me of the Babe.
Hello, and welcome to episode 8 of Full Movie Podcast, a show where we talk about some brilliant films that you maybe have never seen or haven't seen for a while. I'm Freya.
I'm Matt.
What are we talking about today, Matt?
Well, today we're going to be discussing the fantastical, half-human, half-Muppet mega motion picture that is Labyrinth.
16-year-old Sarah is given 13 hours to solve a labyrinth and rescue her baby brother Toby when her wish for him to be taken away is granted by the Goblin King, Jareth.
Directed by Jim Henson. This is quite sad. It was his last film that he ever directed before he died in 1990, I believe it was. So that's quite sad.
Yeah.
But he, of course, created The Muppets, Sesame Street. All that is brilliant. He's a great guy.
Yep.
It was written by Jim Henson and also Dennis Lee, based on the screenplay by the brilliant, fantastical, mega comic genius that is Terry Jones of the Monty Python.
I did not know that.
Yeah, and Monty Python's Flying Circus. And, of course, I think Fish Called Wonder and Fierce Creatures, along with a load of
Many good films, yeah.
So, yes.
And I blooming love this film.
I love this film.
I don't know how anyone couldn't. It's just such a fun fantasy romp, and you know the Muppet characters are so brilliant. I just rate it highly.
I do rate it. I'm going to say this. I've noticed that in all of our episodes, I can be a little bit mean about some of the films. I mean, we did Point Break. I love Point Break, but I basically said it's a film with butts in it. You know? So I think I need to be a lot nicer.
It's okay. I mean, it's good. You have to have some kind of criticism. So, yeah. I mean, okay. One criticism I have is that it's probably an age thing, but Sarah is such a jerk.
Oh, she's a brat.
She's a real brat.
Yeah, she is. She's mean to her parents. She's mean to her brother.
Yeah, she's really
always saying it's not fair.
Yeah, and I think that is a big, that is a point of the film. The film is trying to make the point that, she's quite selfish and needs to be more selfless, and that's what the journey does for her. But yeah, no, what a jerk.
She is a massive jerk. But then also because we watched it today. Jareth, as played by the brilliant David Bowie.
Yeah.
Bowie? I call it Bowie.
Yeah, I would say Bowie.
I know he's the Goblin King, but also he's a bit, he's a bit of a jerk as well.
Well, yeah, but he's meant to be a jerk.
Yeah, but I don't know, because I love David Bowie.
Yeah.
Having seen him in films like The Prestige, The Man Who Fell to Earth, he's a great person.
Yeah.
Sadly passed 2016, I think it was.
Mm-hmm.
So this film doesn't highlight how fantastic he is.
What do you mean?
It doesn't. I mean,
I disagree.
Basically been narrowed down to just being a guy who sings a little bit and has a codpiece. And
I mean the codpiece does feature heavily.
Yes, it should be an 18 or an R for
definitely.
American listeners. But yes, it's emphasised quite a lot.
But no, I think he is fantastic, and it really shows off his sort of ethereal quality of being a bit androgynous and,
Yes, I completely agree with that, but he's also still a bit of a jerk in it.
Yeah, but also he does exactly what she wanted him to do. She wishes for her baby brother to be taken away. He takes him away, and then she's like, oh no, I didn't mean it. Well, should have thought of that.
Tough luck, love. Yeah. You requested it. I did it because I'm David Bowie. That's not a good David Bowie impression.
No. We'll forgive you though.
Yeah.
So what's your favourite scene?
Well, it's very simple. Dance, magic, dance.
Of course.
I
classic.
love that scene. I mean, in every film, you have this iconic moment. Like in Jurassic Park, it's the T-Rex attack.
Yeah.
In Ghostbusters, it's the Marshmallow Man, really, I think?
Yeah.
I would have said so.
Yeah.
Gremlins, it's the kitchen scene with the microwave and maybe in the cinema.
Yeah.
For Labyrinth, it is dance, magic, dance.
Absolutely. Yeah, I agree. It's really great, and it's the first time you really properly see all the goblin puppets, Muppets.
But then also, because there was, I can't remember how many it was. I think there was 8 actual actors. Mm-hmm. There was 86 puppeteers and 42 technicians, I think it was, for that scene.
Wow.
So it's quite a lot.
Yeah, and it seems like such a small space as well.
Yeah, but no, that's my favourite scene. What about you?
So I have two, and really my favourite, when I was younger, my favourite scene was the Chilly Down scene with the Fireys.
Hey lady, that's his head. Hey lady, that's my head.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I like that.
I don't know why, I love those particular creations. I think they're really cool. I wish I had a costume so I could dress up like one.
Did you know that one of those Fireys?
Yeah.
That's Daniel John Jules, who plays Cat in Red Dwarf.
You're joking?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
him.
amazing.
He's also in Blade 2 and a couple of things. But yeah, mostly famous for being Cat.
Yeah, I love Cat.
Yeah.
It's great. Wow, brilliant. So yeah, that's one of my favourite scenes. But my other favourite scene is the whole the dream kind of sequence that's the masquerade ball, and it's during the As the World Falls Down song. It should be what's your favourite song for this film, really, shouldn't it?
Is that your favourite song?
No. I don't have a favourite song. They're
right.
all brilliant. Probably Chilly Down, just because it's fun. But yeah, that whole sequence where, after Hoggle has given Sarah the poisoned peach.
Yeah.
And then the whole, the costumes and the masks and what Sarah's wearing, she looks so beautiful. And then the whole bit in the junkyard where the horrible old crone, that whole segment is
Whose
brilliant.
name is Agnes.
Agnes.
That's her name. Yeah.
I could have guessed that was her name.
And also that scene, which I would refer to as the Masquerade Ball.
Sure. Yeah.
That was choreographed by, I don't know the actress's name because I'm terrible with Star Trek, but it's basically the woman who plays Beverly Crusher in Star Trek Next Generation.
No idea.
Yeah, she's got dark hair.
If anyone... Oh, no, I know who you mean.
Yeah,
no, I know. I wouldn't know by name, but I'm sure that's exciting for Star Trek fans.
It is. There you go, Star Trek friends. Have that.
One for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so those are my favourite scenes.
What's your favourite line?
I've got two again. Two
Bloody
favourite
hell,
lines.
come on, Freya, wrap it up.
One is, obviously very classic. Everything I've done for you. I move the stars for no one. Sung, obviously.
Yeah.
By Jareth. But probably my favourite of the favourite lines is, so, the labyrinth is a piece of cake, is it? Well, let's see how you deal with this little slice. And then he unleashes this big bloody drill.
Yeah.
Slicey
an underground
implement.
drill onto a 15-year-old girl.
16.
16, sorry. But yeah, it's like...
Yeah. They have a complicated relationship.
she's 16.
Yeah.
And how old is David Bowie in this film?
Who knows? He's a
This is
too old for her.
Yeah, it was a different time.
Well,
no.
but it's very inappropriate, and we kind of discover that he's obviously in love with her, but it's still like, really?
Yeah.
Oof.
Bit awkward.
How about you? What's your favourite line?
I'm going to keep it nice and simple, and my favourite one is where Sarah turns around to the worm and says, "You don't by chance know a way through this labyrinth, do you?" And he goes, "Who? Me? Nah, I'm just a worm."
The worm is such a brilliant character, such a small part, but he's so memorable and so adorable.
He is.
And also completely screws her over.
No, he did not. He did not. Because, as I've said this to you before, because essentially, the next line, my next favourite line, was if she'd kept going down that way, she'd have then gone straight to that castle, yeah? Now, if she had gone that way, straight to that castle, she would not have met Ludo, Hoggle, or Sir Didymus.
Yeah, that's
She
true.
would have had to gone there all by her lonesome.
Yeah, and she wouldn't have learnt her lesson about friendship and
Exactly.
sharing and
Exactly.
not
And
taking things for granted.
she would have turned up there and said, "I want my Toby back." And David Bowie would be like, "No," in a singy way. And then she would have gone, "It's not fair."
Yeah.
And then that would be start the whole thing all over. So, no, she...
Good point. You make a point well.
Thank you.
And
Facts.
Yes, how about some facts?
I'm going to give you so many facts. Right, so... First of all, the owl in the title sequence is the very first CGI photorealistic animal character in any film. That's one of my favourite. The full costume for Hoggle was lost for some time, so they went off travelling to do some promotion with it, and it got lost in an airport. It ended up being found in a baggage claims centre in Scottsboro, Alabama, and it's now on display in a museum. I like that fact.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson, Prince, Mick Jagger and Sting were all considered for the role of Jareth, the Goblin King. Oof. But, of course, they both got it.
I just can't imagine anyone else in that role.
I would not like to see Michael Jackson in that. Have you seen Moonwalker?
I haven't.
Oh, that's not a good film.
I'm guessing I shouldn't.
Nah, it's not good.
Okay.
But, yeah. Joe Pesci is the big bad now.
Oh, okay.
He's... yeah. People who were considered to play Sarah were Laura Dern, Helena Bonham Carter, Sarah Jessica Parker, Lily Taylor, Ali Sheedy, and Marissa Tomei. So I think they all would have worked.
Yeah, definitely.
Producer George Lucas, because it is produced by George Lucas, chose not to do any interviews or any press for this because he didn't want to steal Jim Henson's thunder.
Nice.
I know, that's nice of him. The original script ended with Sarah punching and kicking Jareth, then watching him shrink down until he becomes a small and snivelling goblin.
Oh. Well, that is interesting because I've always thought, well, is he a goblin? Is this like a...
Well, he's the Goblin King, so I would assume so.
Is he wearing a glamour just to make him look like a
Potentially,
human?
yeah. I mean, this isn't one of my facts, but the film went through, I think it was 25 different versions of the film. Where originally it was Terry Jones, Jim Henson and Dennis Lee did this.
Yeah.
Because they went through so many filters to do this, it lost all its comedy and at parts it lost a lot of the fantastical bits.
Yeah.
So they had to go back to Terry Jones to do it. All of the amazing crystal juggling Jareth the Goblin King does is a trained professional, Michael Moshen, crouching behind David Bowie and working totally blind.
Wow. That's incredibly impressive.
It is. And yeah, so he's just basically juggling behind.
Without even looking.
Yeah, which is pretty cool.
That's
and
so good.
It goes same when he's spinning the balls.
Yeah.
You know, that's all him as well.
When he's juggling his balls.
Basically, Bowie did nothing.
Didn't juggle his own balls, no.
He's sat there and looked pretty. He couldn't... Oh, you took it down a notch, Freya. Come on.
That's what I'm here for.
Don't make this an 18 show. Come on. Keep it clean, would you?
All right.
Jareth's face is hidden in several scenes in the movie. So, after the scene where the worm says if she'd kept going down that way, you know, there's a tiny little image of Jareth in the maze.
Wow, cool.
It's subliminal.
Yeah,
so,
I'll have to go back and
check
have
it
a little
out.
look.
And the final fact, which I love this, because Ludo was very big. Mm-hmm. There was a person inside who was doing the movements and the facial. Yeah?
Okay, yeah.
His arms and legs were moved by someone else in the mechanic department.
Right.
But the person who was inside still needed to know when to move their mouth.
Yeah.
So in one of Ludo's horns was a tiny little camera. And they had a monitor inside so that the person who was inside could see what was happening.
That's so clever.
I know, it's lovely, isn't it?
Ludo's so brilliant as well. He's probably my favourite character.
Do you know what? I always wanted a toy of Ludo, like a soft toy of Ludo, but I got Gordon the Gopher instead.
To eBay.
So, we like it then.
We love it. You know, definitely, even if you have like fond memories and you think, oh, I've seen that film 1,000 times, go back and watch it. You know, you'll pick up so much.
Yeah, it's a lovely film with a lovely soundtrack as well.
Yeah.
So
brilliant.
Yes. So, we've got links.
We've got links, yes. If you
links galore.
Links galore. If you'd like to get in touch with us via email, you can contact us on fullmoviepodcast@gmail.com. Twitter, we're Full Movie Pod UK, and Instagram, we're Full Movie Podcast. And you can listen to us wherever you find podcasts.
Yes.
Basically.
I just really want to quickly say, because this wasn't a film that we initially were going to do.
No.
But thanks to Kev and everybody in the We Need to Talk About Ghosts Facebook group, people like Kerry, Fiona, Carrie, and even a couple of our friends like Matt, they were like, say, do this film. So we've gone,
Yeah,
so,
thanks very much.
Thanks, guys. So yeah, that's it. Thanks for listening. Oh, wait, what are we doing?
Next week?
Next week.
Wednesday, we're going to be doing Rocky IV.
Rocky IV. Oh, the sports drama robot butler classic from 1985, Rocky IV. If
Brilliant.
he dies, he dies.
No idea.
You've never seen it. You will.
Okay.
All right. Have a good one, guys.
Bye.